9 o'clock. I got my Born of Osiris hat on. If you guys are longtime watchers, you know we have close relationship to Born of Osiris. They just started a tour on Friday. They're doing their great North American tour. Don't know the name of it, but I'm sure it's got some great name that you can't read. But anyway, so if you're into that type of music, check them out. They're touring with Attila for the next 3 months across North America. Great North American tour. Okay, on to today's tour. I hope you guys are prepared. You've been watching the news, seeing what's happening in the Middle East. And for you liberals out there that think doesn't matter to me, it's just politics. You're wrong, totally wrong. As this thing escalates, the risk of something happening in the United States related to this goes up, folks. It's already pretty high, right? You listen to the FBI director, Michael Ray. He talks about things going on in our fair nation now that the borders are open. There's the connection to immigration. There's been a lot of Iranians that have made it to the United States through the southern border in the last 2 years. Do a Google on that. I don't have the figure right now, but it's a couple of thousand at least. So it's not just the Chinese that are here having fun. It's the Iranians and people from the Congo. And there's 150 countries that have sent us their worst. So that's what's going on. So, and if you don't know, who do you think helped Israel with knocking down those 300 drones and ballistic missiles and cruise missiles? The United States Air Force and Navy helped out, folks. So we're firmly in the eyes of Iran. They hate us, even though we give them billions and billions of their money back, which we shouldn't. There's politics. It's getting worse. So you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. You need to have your head on a swivel. If you're going to any large functions out there, public functions, be aware. I wouldn't if I were you, but if you feel you have to, be aware and be prepared, because you never know when something could happen. Make a trip to your local grocery store, Walmart, Aldi's, Kroger's, wherever you shop. Stock up a little more. Stock up a little more while you can. If you failed to prepare, it's almost too late. I'll be honest with you. It's almost too late to prepare at this point. Sorry to tell you that, but that's just how I feel. Because it takes a lot of effort, time, and money to be totally prepared. Got to have canned goods, you got to have cash, you got to have water, you got to have security, you got to have spiritual and mental security, or physical and mental preparedness. There's a lot. You got to have skills too. Got to have skills to be totally prepared. How many of you people out there have learned some new skills, like how to start a fire with 2 rocks, or filter water with a Berkey? I mean, what kind of skills have you guys been learning out there to help you when the proverbial you know what hits the fan, right? And we're getting closer. For all the people I know that like laughing at me for the last couple of years as I prepared and told them they should be preparing, a lot of those people aren't laughing anymore. A lot of those people are starting to ask me questions on what they can do to prepare more. Figure that out. So who's the joke, right? Who's the joke? Hope you like this hat. This is a cool hat. Look, it's got like a little gremlin or something going on there. I'm trying to cook breakfast at the same time here. We're having some awesome bagels today with some scrambled eggs and broccoli and bacon. How does that sound? Pretty good, huh? Like, share, and subscribe if you would like. We can get some likes up there. No likes helps us with the algorithm, helps us get this out to the masses, helps us educate you people on what it is you need to be doing. So yeah, I mean, I'd hate to be in Israel right now. I mean, people in their shelters last night for several hours, they're prepared. They have shelters all across that nation. They're one of the most prepared nations in the world. And look what happened to them on October 7th. Look what happened to them on October 7th. So live and learn, folks. Live and learn. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're more than prepared, because once it hits the fan, you won't, the timer's up. Timer hits 0-0 when it hits the fan. There's going to be no more time for preparing. So do what you can now. I might even take a trip this afternoon, get some more canned goods and stuff, because I know we've been depleting our canned goods the last couple of weeks. So it's always good to have more and not less. So hope you're having a good Sunday. It's sunny here, a little breezy. We're going to hit 70, 75 today here. Beautiful day. Yesterday was beautiful. Did some yard work yesterday. Grass is getting ready to grow. It's green as all get out. Need to maybe wash some cars, do some cleanup on my cars. It's a beautiful spring weather here in Chicago. And yeah, but that doesn't stop the crime. For you guys that don't live around Chicago, as the heat rises in Chicago, so does the crime. So just a little food for thought if you want to come to Chicago for the summer, for a summer trip. Make sure you stay out of the city when it's hot. I don't know. Any comments? Comment down below on how your day's going. I know it's early. It's like 9 o'clock here, Central Time. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're prepared. Hope you're getting ready to file your taxes with Big Gov, right? That's what my Susie-q is doing. She's working on the taxes for Big Gov. Got to do what we got to do. So there you go. We always pay our taxes, and that's our patriotic duty, folks, is to pay our taxes. Give Joe Bergen a little coinage so he can do what he needs to do, right? He can send it to all those European, yeah, they're European for sure, countries. Got another OJ joke for you. Here's the joke. You know, not everyone got much out of the OJ fiasco, but you know what? The Kardashians got two mothers out of it. Think about that one. Not everyone got something out of the OJ fiasco, but the Kardashians got an extra mother. There you go. There's my OJ Simpson joke for the day. If you like that, hit the thumbs up. If you hated it, hit the thumbs up. Either way, hit the thumbs up. All right. No comments? Got no comments? We got a couple people watching. Nobody's commenting. Do you like my hat? Born of Osiris. I think you could probably find them on the internet somewhere. And it's got this like gremlin thing going on underneath the bill. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Nice hat. Got some heavy duty embroidery, and I think it's got something on the back. It's got Born of Osiris on the back. I don't listen to their music, folks, but I like the band, if that makes any sense. So they're a good bunch of guys. They just lost the keyboardist, but they're doing a tour. Check them out. I'm sure they're coming to your town in the next 3 months. If you live anywhere in the United States, they're coming to your town. All right, so where's Mofo? Where's virtual reality? Where's the last incarnate at today? None of those guys are joining us today. What else can I talk about? It's like April what? April 14th maybe? Or yeah, maybe the 14th. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's tax day. Oh my God, I need to get pushing susie-q to finish those taxes. Um, Not much going on here in Chicago. The migrants are pretty quiet. We just keep spending more money. They keep scraping the bottom of the barrel looking for money in the city of Chicago. Same with Illinois. They just seem to be able to overturn rocks here and there and find a million here, a million there. The folks in Wilmette are taking some of them in. There's been a couple of buses that our friend in Texas, Governor Abbott, has directed to the Wilmette, town of Wilmette, North Shore, as it's been reported by the news, and they've taken some in at some of their. They have a lot of churches in that town, a lot of churches. Churches have taken some in, and some of them they gave them a train ticket to the landing zone, and they are now property of the city of Chicago. We've got 10,000. Yep, 10,000 migrants in the 24, 25 shelters now. They're opening up another couple of new buildings. I think it was called St. Bart's School on the northwest side, I believe, is being utilized as a shelter. I think they're working on it right now to prepare it. So they got two more buildings they're gonna utilize. Because I keep telling you guys, come August, the DNC, you're going to see the buses flowing before the DNC. They're going to flood this state with illegals. Mark my word, whether it's by bus or by plane. The people in Rockford, they just passed an ordinance that they can only use money, taxpayer monies, to bus illegals out of their county. They can't use their taxpayer money to support illegals. They can only use it to pay for bus rides out. So if a plane shows up at the Rockford airport loaded with illegals, they get a free ride to the city of Chicago, folks. Just a couple hour bus ride, free from the taxpayers of Winnebago County. Yeah, so a lot of the I talked about this in a prior video. A lot of villages and towns have ordinances. If you drop off illegals at a train station in their town, they can fine you per passenger and fine the bus like $1,000 too, and potentially impound the bus. That was the big craze come January and February. I haven't heard of many recently, but there's like 300 metro stops in the Chicago suburban area. There's like six different train lines that go out from the city of Chicago in all different directions. So there's 300 different towns that are serviced by the Metro train line, commuter train line. So that gives you an idea how many towns would have to have an ordinance. And I bet you maybe a third of them do. Maybe a third or 40%. There should be a list somewhere, but I haven't seen one. News hasn't been reporting much. They just said that the illegals got their second round of measles and mumps and rubella. So there was at least 65 people that had measles in the shelter system. Yesterday there was one case discovered in DuPage County, although they claim it had nothing to do with the illegals. Nothing to do with the illegals. And if you watch the news, the CDC has come out and said that there is a rise in the measles and mumps in our nation. Go figure. Go figure. And if you don't know, it's been covered up in Chicago since August. The police, when they were in the police stations, living in the police stations, the first responders, our cops, were getting it. and the union would not allow them to come out and talk to the media about it. So it's been squashed since August of last year. They only started treating these people like in the middle of March. So total transparency, total transparency, folks. There you go. This is Land Cruiser Midwest. This is Migrant Mayhem, doing our daily migrant videos for you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Like, share, and subscribe. I think we'll end it here. Get your Born of Osiris hat, folks. There you go. Get a hat. It's a cool hat. Look at the little gremlin there. Yeah, isn't he cute? Cute little guy. That's all I have. Over and out. DJ Wonder, Chrissy. Have a good Sunday and get those taxes paid. Thank you.